Episode 3914, Create Mental Peace in the Holiday Chaos.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous week. I cannot believe that we are basically 1 week away until the clock strikes Christmas Eve. Yes, get your grocery list, get your shopping list, get it all done, ready here, because you don't want to stress out. And that's why you got to create mental peace in the holiday chaos. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already even had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com, where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. Well, as you know, I'm on the road traveling, and I think I'm picking up a little bit of a cold. I don't know. So if I sound like I'm kind of talking in a tunnel, I apologize in advance. But you know what? You can at least still hear me and understand me. Every once in a while, I may have to stop to actually breathe because, well, you know what? It comes and goes. Breath is good, right? And sometimes I think we just get caught up in everything that's coming at us. And the holidays just magnify it all, right? Because we want to feel that awe of Christmas. And maybe it's because you didn't have it growing up. Maybe it's because you did have it and you want more of it. And then you want to exponentially just kind of like ramp it up. I mean, I know for me, at one point we had 40 trees in our home. This is when we were up north in Nebraska, and we had 40 Christmas trees. And when I count them, and actually I didn't count them, my children did. They're like, Mom, we have 40 Christmas trees. The rule of thumb, they had to have lights and some form of decoration on it. So it wasn't just like a cute little tree that sat there. No, these were actually real decorated Christmas trees. Well, not real as in outside, cut them all down, because that would be horrible. But these were ones that were faux or real, and we decorated them. And it was just literally a winter wonderland in and outside our home. It was magnificent, honestly. And I haven't had anything since living up there. And so it holds really a special place in my heart. And the kids still to this day talk about it. So I get the whole thing about the holidays where you kind of wrap yourself around what you really want, that desire. But in doing that, right, it doesn't just exhaust your body, but it can also wreck your mind if you don't fight back. You know, being rushed shopping or noisy family gatherings and relentless pressure, all of that stress just hits us all at one time. And sometimes, it comes out in, oh, I've got the sniffles, or I'm a little bit congested, or I'm just tired and I don't know why. Or maybe for you, it's I'm flustered. I can't sleep well at night. Peace isn't something someone else can give you. You have to claim it on purpose. So it's time to create mental peace in the holiday chaos, because if you don't, you just can't wait for calm to show up or hoping a perfect season will magically fix your frazzle, right? You can't fix your frazzle to be dazzled. It doesn't work that way. That's called wishful thinking. So you have to look at protecting your mental and emotional well-being, because that's ultimately primarily your responsibility, especially when the chaos is screaming for your attention. It's just tugging at you in all different directions. And that means knowing when to pause, right? When to say, enough is enough, or when to say no. Not just the pause as in, I'm not going to do anything and I'm going to sit down on my lazy boy recliner, right? But when to say actually no, that I'm not doing any more, period. And then how do you carve out that quiet space for your mind and your spirit? Because it's just not about your body, right? You've got a mind, body, and spirit. So you've got to take care of everything. This isn't just feel good fluff, right? Even Jesus said, peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. This is an invitation for you to tap into a calmer, deeper sense of presence than your circumstances. A peace that exists even when everything around you feels out of control. And I know I've been there. I've lived that. I know this woman, last Christmas, she was overwhelmed by just nonstop family demands. And she reached out to me and she said, you know what changed everything for me is I made one simple but powerful choice. I began saying no to anything that drained me. So, if she thought it was a draining event, it was like, no. And instead, she spent that night journaling and praying and just grounding herself in gratitude. And what she found out is that she showed up the next day refreshed, less reactive, and fully present. That's a rare gift in the holiday madness. It really is. And guess what? No one can wrap that up, put it in a box with this beautiful, perfect bow and give it to you. You have to claim it for yourself. My friend, you don't have to accept holiday exhaustion or social burnout as your default. I know we work under that. I get it. You may have family and friends coming over. Maybe this weekend is your big celebration with your family. Maybe you're doing stuff with the church or the community, and you're like, Christiane, I just don't know if I can do this. Yes, you can. First off, you need to ask for help. And then you need to build in mental rest points. That is your kiss to keep it simple strategy. Build in mental rest points. Think about what you've been doing up until today, right? What has worked and what hasn't? Have you given yourself the opportunity to say, okay, well, I really am tired. And so maybe I just need a day, just a day. And you're thinking, but I don't have 24 hours. Oh, yes, you do. Because if you don't give yourself that 24 hours, you may lose 72. Have you ever thought about it that way? Yeah, we don't think about it that way because we think we're invincible. I get that we want to be the superhero of the holidays, okay? But you can't be a hero of the holidays if you don't take care of yourself. And taking care of your mind mentally is as important as your fitness, what you're feeding yourself, how much you're hydrating. So you've got to build in these mental rest points. What does it look like in real life? Number one, and I truly believe in this, okay? We talk about it. I feel like I just kind of keep talking about it over and over again, but it's something that's not talked about enough, in my opinion, and that's gratitude. We've got to see the blessings before we see the hurt. And it's hard to do, especially if you're watching the news and you see the suffering around us in our world. But you still have to find a way to see and recognize your blessings and being grateful for them. And one way you could do it is, every day, if nothing else, write 3 things that you're thankful for. And you could do it in the morning, you could do it in the afternoon, whatever it fits in your schedule, right? And that will allow you to shift focus from stress to abundance, from not having to what I do have, and not trying to gain more. Sometimes we're always chasing the wrong things. What would happen if you did slow down? I know you're talking to me. I need to do the same thing. It's important to take a break. And one of those ways we can do it is by actually recognizing the blessings before us. Number 2, create a tech detox window. Now, I know this is challenging. As I was driving around town yesterday with my mom, I'm traveling right now with her, bringing her back home after her injury. Yes, it's very, very sweet and a sweet time. And so I'm just kind of getting her back, and settled into her new normal. And so we went out and we were looking at the Christmas lights and just kind of driving around. And I found it very interesting. The parking lots were empty. And I looked at the time and it was just a little after 9:00. And I'm like, Mom, have you noticed the stores aren't open anymore? Not late. I mean, I remember when they would stay open till past midnight. And from basically after Thanksgiving, they were all open till after midnight. And as we were talking, I was like, you know what? They don't have to be anymore. Why? Because everything's online. People don't go out shopping anymore. And I'm thinking, but what happened to the feeling and the spirit of Christmas? Part of it is our relationship. Actually, it's not part of it. It's really all of it. The presence, what we see, not the presence as in wait, did I spell that right? Presents, not those kind of presents with bows. I'm talking about your presence, your physical being. And most of the time, we're just trying to do everything without being present. Well, let me tell you, if you're not present, how can you give a present? Like, seriously. It's almost too easy to just sit there and go on good old Amazon or whatever your favorite shopping place is and sit there and go, oh, okay, ship it. Oh, wait, but I want to wrap it too. Oh, put it in a box because it's going to come in a box that they'll know what it is. So yeah, put it in another box and then wrap it and then put it in a box and great, go. And people will spend an extra $15, $20, $25 instead of going out and enjoying the company and seeing people and the interactions, actually looking into each other's eyes, strangers' eyes. But for a moment, they become a brief friend because you look at each other in the eye and you smile. Believe it or not, that builds in mental rest points. But so much of our time is spent with our head down, not for prayer, but for technology. What if we were actually to look up more, to see who's around us, and only lower our head to pray? I don't know, I'm just saying. I think things would be a little bit different. And I know for our minds, it would be a lot different. So unplug at least 30 minutes every day. And honestly, do 30 by 30, or not 30 by 30, 30 by 3. Do 30 minutes 3 times a day. Notice my 3s here? Yeah, there's a reason for that. But allow yourself to unwind away from it. Believe it or not, there's studies out there for everything. But one of the things I find very interesting are people who are very anxious. And they're sitting there watching reels. You want to know why you're anxious? Because you can't move the reels fast enough. And then when you're sitting down trying to do something, your mind is racing thinking, I should be able to go faster. Because you've been looking at a computer that can go lickety-split. Our minds are amazing, but they're still not a computer in regards to us comparing ourselves to like social media reels, etc. So we've got to take a break. Practice daily gratitude. Create a tech detox window. And finally, number 3, set clear boundaries. Seriously, there's still time. There's still hope. You have a week and a day until Christmas. You have a week until Christmas Eve. So it's okay to say no. It's okay for that last minute invitation to be like, oh, Mary, I would love to come to your party. But honestly, we are already booked up and we just need to keep to what we have. But maybe next year. Don't commit to anything. Don't say yes. In fact, you don't even have to say maybe next year. Just thank you so much for the invitation. I hope you really enjoy it. Whatever. You have a great turnout. Whatever comes naturally there. But it's okay to say no. Protect your peace by limiting those social events or even those demanding conversations. If you've got a friend who sucks the life out of you and you know exactly who I'm talking about, exactly, then don't pick up the phone when they call. I'm not saying be mean, but if you know that you're going to pick up that phone and you're going to be on there for 3 hours and that 3 hours you need to be doing something else or possibly even just taking a nap for that 20 minutes out of those 3 hours, that's actually going to be better for you. I mean, think about this. It's like peace on purpose. You're in search for something mentally so you can have the wellness into the new year. So when you build these mental rest points into your holiday calendar, into the next week or so, you don't just survive December. You claim it as a season of peace and joy. Isn't that the real reason for the season? So don't just keep stumbling through. Don't hope that you're going to make it through until the end because I don't want you to crash in the wrong way. Your mental well-being is very important. And if you don't take care of it, no one else will. So create mental peace in the holiday chaos. Remember, it starts with you. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.